Wahoo McDaniel came on and goes, kid, and he stopped me. He goes, what the fuck are you doing? And I told him, he goes, you don't want to do that, kid, because you're going to burn a bridge. And I said, Wahoo, no disrespect to you, but I don't give a fuck about burning the bridge. I don't give a fuck if I'm not in this business anymore. But at that time, what they didn't know is I'd been talking, not behind their backs, I was talking to Pat Patterson just as a connection in the business, a contact. I'd never once asked him for a job. I'd never once asked him, will there be a prospect for a job? It was just, hey, can you give me some advice, that kind of thing. And I got to Baton Rouge Airport to fly home, and all flights connected through Atlanta to Pittsburgh. So while I was in Atlanta for my connection, like a couple hour layover, I called Eddie Gilbert to tell him what was going on. Because at this time, we were hearing, again, you could never get a straight answer from anybody, but we were hearing rumors that what the office would want in Atlanta would be disseminated in the field at the tapings, and then the politics would take place there.
Right. Was it still Heard running it in Atlanta at that time?
Yeah, still Heard running it, but running it like on a corporate, more like the CEO.
Right.
Eddie Gilbert was more involved in the booking in the office. He was no longer going out to the tapings.
Jody Hamilton was on the booking committee, I assume.
Yes, and I wanted to make sure before I did walk out of the company, I wanted to make sure that this, find out for myself, was the office aware of this? Because were these phone calls about me getting this big singles push, was that legitimate coming from the office, and now somebody out in the field pulling something else? And I called Eddie Gilbert, and Eddie said, yeah, don't fly to Pittsburgh tonight. Go check into the hotel, go see Jim Heard in the morning, and make sure you clear everything with him. So I went the next morning. I waited for him to come in. He came in about an hour late, and I expected to have a fairly intelligent conversation with the guy. Instead, he starts talking down to me and saying, at one point we go in his office, he keeps on telling me, I'm making a big mistake. He never clarified what I was making the big mistake about. And at that point, it was clear to me that if this is the guy running this company, it's no wonder what's happening out in the field is happening, and they haven't got a chance of competing with WWF. And that's when I left, and I went to the airport. Before I got on my plane to fly to Pittsburgh, I called Pat, and Pat said, call me Monday morning, we'll talk then.